What's up, everyone? We're going to start in a minute. Just about. Let me just pull up the bracket here. First up, we're going to have Ghostpilot versus Hatman. This is going to be round one. Everything's showing up good.
Round one. Fight.
If we have any technical issues, let me know. So we've got Hatman playing as Tekka and Ghostpilot playing bot. Ghostpilot's been picking up this game for a bit. And I think he's definitely learned a lot of things. Ooh. Good DPs. That move is pretty generously invincible. Safe on the light version. It's got a bit of startup though. These are both some oddball characters, to be honest. S-Tech is just kind of a walking cross-up machine. You know, every time he's in the air, it feels like a setup for a cross-up of some sort. Hell ambiguous with those air balls. But as I was saying that, you know, Ghostpilot putting in the work. Boggy is a character that kind of can have trouble getting things started, but if he's in your face, he's hard to deal with. Kind of a weird suite of normals, but he has counters to everything, you know. He has that weird dive kick of his, not the global one. It goes at kind of a mean angle, and if it hits an outstretched limb, it'll just combo regardless. Good DP again. That's one of the interesting things about this game is the juggles, right? So if you anti-air someone with that, you get a juggle. If you air-to-air them, you also convert to a knockdown like that. There's just a lot going on in this game. Ooh. Hatman misses the punish on the helicopter kick of the bodies.
Round two. Fight.
Alright. Both of them trying to land some hits. The second does have kind of awkward normals with high start, but once he's playing in that range, the max range of air, he's got it good place. But like I said, Boggy's sidekick really just goes over things. It's so fast and dangerous. I think that's actually it's actually 2-0 for Ghostpilot. It was so wrapped up in the game. Some good stuff from Ghostpilot.
Ayo.
I forgot to properly start the bracket, but Solange has been a bit of a headache lately, and for everyone knows.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone pointed out, but we actually had Justin Wong enter the bracket.
Yeah, that's cool to see him enter. No idea who he's going to play.
Yeah. Like, my read is Leroy just because she's good and she's like, I feel like she lined up with his playstyle.
Yeah. See that.
But, I don't know, I'm looking at the bracket. I don't want to have to DQ him right away, but I'm seeing what else we can play out. I guess I could play versus Scuddy. And we can have you versus Ghostpilot and CV back by then.
Okay.
So let me just update them.
That works for me. Which one are we going to do first? You versus Scuddy?
Yeah. Because you just got on. I don't want that to get off.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So let me just challenge it. We're starting. Let me know when you're in.
Round one.
Loading up right now.
Fight.
Animate. PolarBair playing as Tekka this time. Scuddy going with Lihua instead of Kazuya. Seeing some new character choices from the usuals here. That's cool to see. Lihua's always a good choice. She's really good in this game. I know Polar's been working on some Azteca tech. Say that 5 times fast. Ooh, that was a weird angle on the upward ball, chasing the back jump.
Round two. Fight.
Second match in a row where we've seen Azteca. Azteca hasn't been like too heavily represented in these tournaments, so it's cool to see some Azteca play. Jump short, no follow up. Oh, there's the standing short, crouching short DP. Going or not DP, command throw. Going for command throw combos. The command throw is a DP motion, although there's also she has 2 command throws. One is a DP with punch, and the other is half circle back and kick. So you can just kind of. I think that was a half circle back and kick throw. I should know these things. I play Lee well. I never use her command throws that much. blocking the ball. Yeah, SkutSkut can come down with a jump attack after the up ball. So he just kind of... Oh, there's the throw.
Round 3. Fight!
Well, Ghostpilot was playing SkutSkut too. Although... played Boggy earlier in tournament, which I expected. But I mean, yeah, it's just... There's just little things about SkutSkut that feel a little lacking. But... yeah, some people can try to make it work. Ooh, that nice anti-air on the... Does that stand medium punch? It sounded like a medium. Claw. Gotta be pushing for that command throw combo again. There's the crush damage on the DP. Ooh, jump jab. That did more damage than I expected a jab to do. So that's a cool looking jump jab. Drop the elbow. I haven't seen that normal before.
Round 1. Fight!
Scotty going with Kazuya for game 2. Back to the tried and true. Anti-air fireball. Comes back down after the reset. Oh wow! Completely stuffed the overhead punch. Gun Kuga. Some with the charge up ball. Ooh, hair whips. Ah, the charge ball was not enough damage to do the chip kill, but stand short or jump short right through the fireball. Has more range than it. I don't know, SkutSkut's got some pretty interesting normals. Nice stand roundhouse anti-air. Close stand roundhouse. Bop, bop. Scotty on point with these anti-airs. The crush damage on the air ball, that's probably not the max crush damage, but it's something. Polar looking to close this out. Still on match point. Scotty with the life lead. Ooh, the Grand Viper from downtown.
Round 3.
I don't think anybody was expecting that. Ooh, there's the hair whip. It almost looks like that jump jab. It looks like one of those normals that kind of like cuts jump recovery a little bit. Or not jump recovery, but like cuts jump hang time down a little bit. Like it looks like it recovers faster, but I just could be imagining things. Anyway, Scotty playing it safe with the fireballs. And oh, the off the ground ball. PolarBair takes it, moves on 2-0.
Yeah, SkutSkut's a really tricky character, and I'm starting to see what Big Bang Blitz saw on him earlier.
Yeah. Well, it's like Justin is in the building now, so.
Remember Jwongggg was conspiratorial.
All right.
Yeah, let me make sure I spelled that right. So we're going to be seeing the first time Jwonggg's playing this game, at least first tournament.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, he plays so many games. He streams so many different games on Fight K2, but
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever seen him play this.
He was like just tweeting about any tournaments going on weekly or this week or whatever. And I think
okay.
me and Scuddy in separate posts like showed him about these tournaments.
All right, that's cool.
So thank you, Scuddy. I think that's the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak.
Jwongggg going with Kazuya. Seems like a solid Shoto character, of course.
Yeah, Kaz is a safe pick, and he's effective either way.
Yeah. Kuga. Justin obviously going to play keep away here against Marco. Ooh, jumping booty blast. Oh man.
Yeah, Marco's a weird one. He kind of plays at a mid screen, not really a full or up close.
Yeah. And then kind of has high-low shenanigans once he gets that knockdown. Ooh. Blocked butt into fast attack. The butt beat DP? Holy crap. Justin trying to create some space here. Getting the anti-air fireballs. But Marco fighting back with his projectile, which is way slower, a lot more recovery. He can't win a fireball war against Kazuya.
It comes with the gimmick of stunning them if it hits on the ground.
Yep. Like a fireball that stuns is obviously really strong, but they had to balance that by giving it a lot of startup and recovery. You cannot use it to win fireball wars like that, unfortunately.
Yeah. And he's not the only character. Boggy has the same thing with Boggy's.
Oh, right, yeah.
Boggy just kind of floats in the air and it's duckable by most characters.
Mm-hmm. And Boggy does have the benefit of the slap attack actually counting as an attack too.
Yeah.
Gets the air to air, but flips out. Keep checking that plasma.
Big fireballs.
Round 2. Fight.
Match point, Justin. Trade in Marco's favor there.
Not sure if Conspiratorial actually knows about the rocket punch from Marco.
Yeah, that's an important thing in this matchup. Being able to get over the fireball and then just get the knockdown.
Yeah, that's right. So
Anyway,
Jwongggg, yeah, 2-0, and to be fair, Marco kind of looks like a straightforward grappler, but he is definitely not.
Definitely not.
Alright. But we can have you and Ghostpilot up next.
Alright, sounds good. Justin asking, what's my anti-air against the booty?
Yeah, Kaz has he has a regular DP, he has a quarter circle back and punch is also a grand pipe.
Standing heavy kick might work, crouching heavy punch.
Kaz is one of the characters that has hitboxes on the wiki, so you can check.
Alright, me versus Ghostpilot.
So BBH playing Wulong, he's been playing Wulong for a bit. Definitely an interesting high-speed character who can play from a distance with his fireball, but I feel like if anything he's similar to Kaz, but he leans more offensively. Oh, Wulong Super is a pretty ridiculous move. It's plus on block. Got a bit of startup, but it's also a slide, so low profile.
Round
Just a bunch of weird good traits for it to have. Alright, so we're 1-1 and scored.
round 3. Fight.
So I've kind of been looking all over, making sure I got stuff in order. Ooh. Good air to air. The way resets work in this game is if something resets and you hit them again, it'll knock down. And because you can jump cancel air normals, that means you have 2 air to airs are true and knock down. Wulong's also got an air throw, but it's a mash air throw, so if you get it accidentally, it's kind of hard to capitalize. Alright. Those were close matches, so I'm not going to say this is called yet. Ooh, Ghostpilot with Azteca.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, people are giving this character a lot of respect now. I think what's ridiculous about him, besides a cross-up, is just the fact that that hair whip on the ground, that 2-on-4 6p, light punch at least is +5 on block. And it's like good hitbox, so it's kind of an all-purpose move, you know. As long as you're close enough, you can combo off it, or if they're in the corner especially, you got a stun loop. It's funny how that works out on Azteca's stage, because it has walls, it has corners instantly and no walls to break. But part of the problem in this matchup is just that Azteca's strongest in the air, you know, he's got all these variations on his jump arc, but Wulong got a pretty safe DP.
Round 2. Fight.
Yep. Ooh, and that was a heavy DP, nice damage. Azteca is also hard pressed to deal with this kind of pressure because he's got some slow normal. But one thing he can do is he has a hop if he presses all 3 kicks, and that's invincible for a few frames. There it is. See how he kind of jumps a lot more vertically, and it comes down a little bit faster than his regular jump. Hey, RDK Arcade, or RKD Arcade. This game's actually based on a Kaiser Knuckle. It was intended as like a upgrade, sort of like Champion Edition, but it never got released. So it's from around the tail end of 1994, and it's really advanced for what it is.
GG's Ghostpilot. It's getting me with that hair whip cross up.
The hitbox is huge, and it's just hard to tell.
Yeah, another of those things where you gotta guess.
And funny thing about that move, it does a lot of stun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think most moves will be like 32, 64, 128 for heavy, but that one does 192.
Huh.
It's a good chunk. I think 3 of them might stun someone. Depends on the character and like how fast stun defeats, because it goes down pretty fast.
Yeah, Wulong fireball pressure can be kind of annoying to deal with. It's got a lot of startup, but not too much recovery. So once he gets it out, he can just kind of follow it in. It can be kind of hard to deal with on the receiving end.
So I think up next we're going to do Argyle with Jwongggg.
All right. Should be a good match. Will Argyle go with the Kazuya for the mirror, or just go straight to Gonzalez, or will we see something else?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
One. Fight.
Yep. Casimir's.
Still loading on my end.
You can kind of imagine what they're doing right now.
Just Kazuya thinks. Okay, I'm in. Alright. Yeah, Justin with a good life lead right now. Ooh,
The Kaz Fireball War is interesting because Grand Viper's right there.
Yeah. Little jab into and Viper reset was interesting.
I like how they're doing the shorter Grand Viper to bait it out.
Yeah. Ooh, the dive kick. Nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, only one hit, but gets the knockdown and forcing Justin into the corner. He is out. Ooh, interesting trade. It's kind of back and forth here. Grand Viper. Challenging his wake up. Ooh, dive kick over it. Very much anybody's game. Oh, there's the. I don't know if Justin knows the input for Kazuya Desperation move.
Yeah, he was actually asking me, like, how do you do supers in this game? And I was like, yeah, the inputs are weird.
Yeah. Argyle. Argyle, of course, definitely loves using that Kazuya super.
Yep.
Ooh, there he goes. And the crush damage. Oh, that's a life lead.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
almost
man.
enough to kill on its own.
That is the importance of knowing how to do your super. But yeah, this game does have weird-ass motions for super moves. It's from that era of fighting games where they were trying to make them hard to figure out.
Some of them make sense, some of them make the, like, Fatal Fury ones look tame.
Yeah. But this was like 94, so by then, like, developers were mostly like standardizing inputs on stuff like that, but they wanted to make them hard to figure out, I guess. But then again, this game, the update, Don Kuga actually shows the inputs in training mode, so...
Yeah. This update a lot to the game compared to a Kaiser Knuckle.
Walk up grab. Justin taking game one. Will we see a switch from Argyle? Oh, sticking it up.
Round 1. Fight.
He was definitely in the match. It wasn't a blowout. Blocks the dive kick. One hit from the Viper. He's expecting a DP on wake up. Reversal wake up DPs in this game are kind of tricky though.
Just thinking about how weird the throw game in this is, because tick throws kind of don't exist. There's a lot of throw protection.
Yeah. You won't see tick throws, but grabs have pretty good range, so sometimes just a walk-up grab, like at the end of the previous round, is enough to catch somebody off guard.
Round 2.
Alright, Justin on match point.
This really-
Fireball.
This really is the ultimate Shoto. He's got like countable sweep, just like ST Shoto.
Yeah. Nice dive kick. Oop. Walk under grab. Nice.
I think what really makes his throws do is pretty solid damage. Ooh,
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
of course that's his best one.
This is such a goofy throw animation. Alright, Argyle fighting back. Nobody wanted to throw a fireball here. Nice. That is not a guaranteed juggle when you get flipped out of the air like that. You can alter your trajectory with the dive kick if you're ready for it. And Argyle's definitely experienced in this game, so he's ready for it.
The funny thing about that is Czar was, and he recently joined the Discord again, but he was posting about how you can kind of do the dive kick whenever you're back on screen. So if you do it while you're rising from the flip or while you're falling, so there's two different arcs you can go at.
Ooh. Do the fireball.
Yeah, now Jwongg's on the back foot.
Ooh.
Alright. So that's 1-1.
Sticking it out with Kazuya, of course.
1. Fight.
Answer back with your own Grand Viper. Argyle definitely getting a lot of mileage out of dive kick. Nice link. Ooh, the fake cross up. That got me. I would have blocked the other way.
Yeah, things are looking a little different now.
Yeah, especially after that first game. But lets him out of the corner. I think he's gotten a feel for when Argyle's doing the dive kick and just kind of backed off a little bit.
Round 2. Fight.
But anyway, Argyle on match point now.
Like that we're at the point where we're kind of crouching to paint the fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, the old pumping the motion to get them to expect the fireball. Old school arcade strats. Works a lot better when you can see the other person like doing the motion, but doesn't work as well online, but you can still get people with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Justin in control of this round for the most part. Link up. Argyle's got super ready. There it is. Ooh! Justin avoided it, but still got grabbed. Ooh! Is that neutral jump medium kick? What was that?
Good play.
Safe chip damage. Justin's got to go in.
Oh.
Is that enough? That's not enough. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, bringing it back.
Round 3.
Final round.
Fight.
That would have killed me if that was the last match.
Alright, there's the, not a true combo. Can't avoid that with the dive kick, but, couldn't get over that one, though. He was, that fireball was in just the right spot, and, of course, the jab one is harder to get over.
Good dive kick.
There we go. Justin answering back with his own dive kick. There's another one. It wasn't even a fireball. Just caught him flinching. But Argyle's got super ready to go. Another dive kick. Gets over it.
Yeah, that dive kick was crucial. He might have got clipped by a super if he didn't.
Yeah. Oh! It is!
Nice.
Dang, that was crazy.
That was hella close. 2-1 for Argyle.
Good game.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, kind of have to knock it off a little bit with the fireballs and Kazuya mirrors once one Kazuya is down to low health, but since it just slides right under. I don't think Justin quite has the matchup experience yet, but you know, give him a little bit, and he's gonna beast everybody in this game. Oh, apparently he's streaming his matches too.
Oh, cool. That's gonna get a lot of people into this game for sure.
Yeah.
So up next, we're gonna have MooMaster versus IgaMono. You guys are resident Gecko main, besides me, but I kind of dabble in other characters.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen him pick anybody other than Gecko. It's a good character to pick. MooMaster, we don't know who Moo's going to play today. He's got so many characters up his sleeve. I don't know if
So-
Gonzalez.
This is gonna be a good one. Might take its time, but it's gonna be well worth it.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, apparently Justin is restreaming this. Hi, Justin. That's pretty
So-
cool. Get some more eyes on this game. Anyway, that jump jab of Gonzalez stays out the entire jump and just has a godlike hitbox.
Yeah, it's kind of the T-Ock kind of joint.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gecko has good normals, slow projectiles.
Ooh, nice cross up. Gecko does not want to be anywhere near Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's got low health and stun. That's the way it goes.
Moo could kill with a regular command throw, but I feel like he's fishing for super. Just for the hell of it.
Round
He takes round one. Ooh, the jump jab cross up.
I never really thought about it, but timer in this game does move a little fast, so that's good for timeouts.
That kind of happens in a lot of fighting games, though. They don't usually last like 99 real life seconds.
Yeah. I know Samfo 3 does it's literally twice as fast, so it's more like 50 seconds.
Yeah, the deal with Gonzalez's roll is that you can punish it with normal moves, but like the last few frames of it can be thrown.
Yeah, he can block during those, but not you can throw him a full.
Yeah. But like the beginning of the roll is throw invulnerable. It's just the last few frames you can throw, so you have to kind of time your punish accordingly.
fight.
Ooh. Ooh, roll through a command throw.
Brutal damage on that one.
Chin like it times 4, and I like it. 1,500 points. Oh. Yeah, no way to punish the spin. That last hit is staggered, so it pushes him back.
Gecko also has a double jump in addition to his everything else.
Yeah. Ooh, this is still very much anybody's game. Oh! First hit of crouching roundhouse. Jumped into the wrong spot.
So that's one from MooMaster.
Round one. Fight.
IgaMono, of course, sticking it out with Gecko.
Gecko's stage has walls. Should be good for him, but he can't actually do the cross up on Gonzalez, not the grounded one at least.
Yeah, that's another thing about this game. Only Azteca, Gonzalez, and Boggy stages don't have walls, so it kind of closes the stage in a little more, makes it harder for Gecko to do his runaway shenanigans. Normal grab.
Round two. Fight.
MooMaster at match point. Here comes oh, not even going for the mix-up spin blender, just going for keep away. That shuriken sticks to the ground. Doesn't want to go in on Gonzalez. Jump over normal grab.
Keiko's got some good cross-ups on up his sleeve anyway, so he can afford to jump around a lot. Yeah, air spin ridiculous because it's puts him into ooh yeah. So the air spin puts him in juggle state. It doesn't knock him down. So
yeah. Oh. Roll up command throw. The MooMaster will move on.
Yeah, just like that. 2-0 for MooMaster.
Alright, so... Oh shit, we're gonna have to play.
Yeah. SkutSkut and Conspiratorial are still playing the music. They said they could do it off stream, but...
Oh, okay.
I guess we have time, so we can do well,
yeah, sure.
But let me see what else we have here.
We have IgaMono and Hatman.
Yeah. SkutSkut and Conspiratorial just finished. I'll see what the score is. So it's 2-1 for Scuddy.
Okay.
And I guess we'll get IgaMono and I don't know. Yeah, sure. I was like, I wasn't sure if that was going to be fair or not, but on the other hand, I thought we might not have time to stream everything.
Looks like we should. Looks like they're in.
So we got Azteca versus Gecko this time. We got bigger sides. Good airball.
Airball. Oh. The double jab combo. Oh, there's the anti-air medium kick into follow-up. That's one of the best anti-air buttons in the game, that standing medium kick.
Yeah.
Super easy to get a follow-up. Air whip for the win.
I didn't honestly expect that to hit. That was nice.
Yeah, that reached pretty far. There's the anti-air again. Freaks it. Chip damage off the spin.
Yeah. I see Hatman kind of trying to combo with Azteca, and it's a little tricky. You kind of just want to go into command throw. Azteca does have a command throw, which is another ridiculous part of his kit.
Yeah. A little wonky though.
Yeah. Range is kind of short for a command.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that have command throws in this game.
Gecko has like air command throws, and he has a ground one of his super only.
Anyway, IgaMono, of course, sticking it out with Gecko.
The weird trade that worked out in his favor. There it is again.
Interesting trades.
Very narrowly avoids landing on that ground shuriken.
Hatman at match point.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, that was a neat anti. That back heavy kick.
A lot of things I haven't seen like all of Azteca's buttons, I think, so this is all new to me.
Yeah, I'd say he has like a handful of really good ones.
Yeah, I haven't really put in the time with the character.
Oh, yeah, that just punches through projectile.
Yes, that's it. That's quite an answer. IgaMono bringing it back.
I don't know if I'd say it's viable versus some of them. Worked out there.
Yeah, it kind of has a lot of recovery if you use it too close, but full screen you can kind of get away with it.
Alright. I think versus these larger characters, you gotta just throw down a ground clear and throw.
Of course, Azteca has a lot of ways to get over ground projectiles.
Ooh. Good pickup. So that puts our score at 1-1.
Round 1. Fight.
So back on Azteca stage.
Yeah, since it's Azteca stage, Gecko doesn't have as much room to jump around. So every other stage gets way longer once the walls have been broken down.
Yeah, Azteca forward heavy kick is one of his better buttons.
Got a lot of range. Yeah.
That hair whip was a little too far to follow up.
And going for that hair whip juggle.
I think Gecko. I think I saw him crouch it, and I should check who else can crouch it. Wow. Yeah, that standing medium kick's a good anti-air for sure.
It's so good.
Oh, good air throw.
And the air throw does crush damage, so that's even better.
Yeah.
It makes that standing medium kick anti-air even more of a threat.
IgaMono is far more consistent at those than I am.
Yeah, thinking about it, like a lot of Gecko special moves like don't benefit as much from the extra crush damage because the spin doesn't really get that much more, and the shurikens don't. So air throw is definitely the way to go for that extra damage. Two characters flying around everywhere.
Alright, so that's 2-1 for IgaMono.
Another super would have done it, but maybe. It does kind of have some startup.
And that Blanca ball kind of goes at a weird angle and takes a while to get to the top of the screen.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that was the light version. Maybe the heavy version would have not died on hit.
Maybe.
I guess we can do argyle versus MooMaster first.
Okay, are we going to be streaming the other losers bracket matches?
Yeah, I don't know if we should. I guess we should do those first
Yeah.
until we're caught up. Okay, so Jwongggg versus IgaMono. Putting IgaMono through the gauntlet here, but I think he can handle this.
He's been playing this.
Yeah.
All right, Kazuya versus Gecko.
Getting a guru meditation.
Oh, you got the one of the errors?
Yep.
Shit.
Should be working this time.
Yeah, that happens to me every now and then with this game.
All right, it's here.
All right, nice.
Just in time.
Round.
Yeah, watch Gecko get swept. Swept as it were.
2, fight!
Ooh, anti-air Viper. Look at the two-hit combo. Jumping roundhouse, low roundhouse. Anti-air Dankuga. Justin takes that round in convincing fashion.
Alright.
Round
IgaMono sticking it out with Gecko, of course.
I think this is the point where you kind of have to be cheesy and like double jump and force him to guess where you're gonna hit them.
Oh yeah. Gecko is the only character that can double jump at will. Every other character has to cancel a jump attack into another jump.
Even just regular jump ins, he's got air tatsu to cancel in.
Yeah, that too. Ooh, jump short actually beat the DP, but doesn't cause much hit stun, so wasn't able to follow it up.
2, fight!
Just an on match point. Creating air moves. Yeah, putting the pressure on.
I guess in that way the meta's
What?
Ooh.
Yo, stand short? Did he time that wrong? How did stand short beat that?
right under this shuriken.
Low Fierce takes it. I'm just weirded out how Kazuya standing short, like, or standing light kick actually, like, stuffed the spin. I guess maybe he did the spin too early.
I guess looking at the hitboxes, maybe I could see that, but it's definitely hard to do.
Pretty crazy.
Wow, alright. Let me see here. Next up, we're gonna. Let me just report challenge as always. Takes its time. Ghostpilot versus SkutSkut.
Okay.
I'm expecting Boggy Kazuya this time.
Yeah.
Round
Ghostpilot has been
one.
playing Azteca also, but
Fight.
probably going to use Boggy.
Good dive kicks from Boggy. Yep, chips out. Another special we haven't seen a lot of is Boggy's reverse tiger knee, that kind of spin.
Yeah. Bay. Oh. Sliding right under.
Hitbox on that's a little spotty.
Yep.
There's his actual universal dive kick input, the head dive.
Yeah. We'll just call it a dive kick anyway, because it's down in 3 kicks.
Such an interesting global mechanic to have.
Yeah, I can't think of another fighting game that has a universal dive kick motion.
That's not like dive kick itself, obviously.
Yeah.
Round one.
Or
Scuddy Gonzalez.
Huh. I've never seen Scuddy play Gonzalez.
I feel like he's kind of a fan favorite.
Oh, definitely. Everybody loves that super.
Round two.
Until you're on the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's caught by the... Oh, misses the DP.
Input on that is just down up kick.
Caught by the dive kick. The other dive kick, not the universal dive kick.
You don't always see that come.
Juggle. Pilot 2-0. So it looks like we gotta play.
There's no really avoiding it. We'll just update that.
All right.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Yeah, good games. Those were some funny interactions.
Yeah, that I did like stand medium punch and you did stand fierce, and they just kind of went through each other.
Yeah, that stings because like that's his forward heavy punch too, and like I was trying to do back to get the throw. Yeah, but I guess you crossed me up and it read forward.
That was wild.
Yeah, that move's prone to whiffing on couchers and just.
Yeah,
I don't know if it whiffs on anyone who's standing.
Yeah, it's a fast move, but it just doesn't have a great hitbox.
Next up, we're gonna have MooMaster, Argyle versus MooMaster.
Seen this matchup many a time.
I'm hoping they cut to the chase and give us a Gonzalez mirror. But who knows?
Always two of the favorites in these Jwongggg Battlegrounds tournaments.
Yeah. BBH, do you have a favorite song in this game?
Favorite song?
I mean, I know they're all good.
Yeah. I'd say either Kazuya or Marco's.
Yeah.
I like those two a lot.
Everyone's just talking about it in the chat. So far, I've seen Kaz, McCoy, Gecko. I said Wulong myself, Ghostpilot to League Bloods.
Everybody's got varied taste on what the best one is. That's always good to see. But yeah, I think I like Marco's the best.
I'm just waiting on Argyle right now.
We got in losers. You versus Justin, and then loser of this match versus Ghostpilot.
Just trying to reach Argyle on this board.
Come back, Argyle.
Give it another minute or two. If he's not here, we'll just try and play something else.
Okay.
But yeah, here's a bracket for now in case anyone doesn't want to type in the chat for it. And obviously, thanks for coming out and watching. This game just kind of heard about it when a friend was like doing the general challenge himself. And it was like, okay, so there's a sequel to this Kaiser Knuckle game because Kaiser Knuckle itself doesn't feel pretty good to play, honestly.
Yeah. And I've done the general challenge myself too.
Yeah, you did it a while ago, and then you like 1CC'd the game.
I did the actual 1CC like a few weeks ago, yeah. But like I'd never actually played the game with anybody, or I hadn't played. I didn't really mess around with Jwongggg that much. Like I kind of played through it, but it's like, oh yeah, they changed some stuff. Like and obviously the general's not as hard not as bullshit as he was in Kaiser Knuckle, but like yeah, it's whatever. But I'd never actually like played it with anybody. And then lo and behold, it's on Fight K2, and people start trying it out. And you were promoting this with some tournaments, and this is getting people interested in it. Because yeah, this game is it's kind of it's crazy that it's developed as much of a scene as it has, considering it's a game that did not officially get released. The first game, Kaiser Knuckle, did get a release, but Jwongggg was a planned update, a Champion Edition style update for it that kind of died on location test and never got released. But a board of it survived, got dumped to the internet, and is playable in emulators. So it's kind of found a new scene all these years later. Like I know like Mikado had the board of it at one point. I think they ran matches of it.
Like the actual thing, or just a duplicate?
I don't know if they like I don't know if it was the like they flashed the ROMs on it to make it a Don Kuga board, redump some of the stuff. I don't know, but I think I remember hearing that they ran matches there.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna play Jwongggg right now then.
Okay, but yeah, it's just a game that's never really had a chance to have a competitive scene until now. Now there's a pretty viable way to play it online through Fightcade 2. So if the game looks fun, definitely give it a shot. Give it a try. You got nothing to lose. Anyway, we have Justin Wong versus PolarBair.
Round 1. Fight.
Maybe a few seconds behind on the spectating. Anyway, PolarBair going with Bartz. PolarBair, of course, has a few characters. He plays Gonzalez. He plays Gecko. He's going with Bartz today. Of course, Bartz has that has another version of a dive kick, which is a back forward kick in the air. He has 3 different angles on it. You can actually combo after it. Like that. Oop. And of course, the motion for Bart's fireball is actually charged down up plus punch. It's not charged back, it's charged down, which is a really awkward motion for a fireball. But it does have the benefit of the fierce button being a double fireball like that one. Dive kick. Justin's still playing the fireball uppercut game. Oh! Not get the reset. Gets the dive kick. But it's kind of hard for Bartz to make up a life lead since he's a charge character, and if the other character is at full screen, it's kind of hard to go in. It's not impossible, but it's kind of a lot of work for Bartz.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, PolarBair going with Azteca. That's right, because he's also been doing some Azteca research lately. This is definitely more Azteca than we've seen in any of the other Don Kuga Battlegrounds tournaments. Just the grab. And this is obviously Azteca's background, so it's another stage that doesn't have breakable walls. So it gives characters not as much room to move away and go for runaway fireball tactics. Justin takes that round with a sweep.
Round 2. Fight.
Match point, Justin. Just putting the pressure on. Azteca's in the corner now. Got crush meter ready to go. Oh, here comes the hair whip mix-ups. Oh, doesn't catch him with the jump back, but gets the grab right after. Oh, yeah, do the air ball again. It's gonna work. Oh, air ball beat the sweep. Oh, and gets grabbed on the recovery. Justin will be moving on 2-0.
Oh, yeah. He was doing a good job calling me out.
Yeah. It seems like a tough match for Azteca. Once Kazuya's got a life lead.
Yeah. So Argyle said something came up, so I'm gonna have to DQ him.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And it would have been a good matchup to see, but
Yeah, I wanted to see them play. So that means MooMaster will be moving on to winners finals against me, and Jwongggg and Ghostpilot are in losers semis.
yeah. So I guess we're gonna play winners finals first.
All right, sounds good.
So it's gonna be first to 3.
It wouldn't be a Don Kuga tournament if I didn't get to play MooMaster.
God, yeah. Every time.
I think there was one where we didn't play. Every other time, though.
All right, whenever you're good.
Okay.
BBH versus MooMaster. See who MooMaster picked. This might be the first time we see Jay McCoy this tournament. Yep, there he is. Honest, hardworking American man.
Round 1. Fight!
This matchup might be tricky if Wulong chooses to play the range. Jay McCoy is kind of a character dependent on getting. Whereas Wulong's the one who's like strong if he's in, but he doesn't have to be up close. Jay McCoy is one of the only characters that's standing overhead. Also got some good low off from those slides. One of them hits twice. Oh, a good Thunderbolt. And yeah, that move was called Thunderbolt before Dudley had it in Street Fighter 3. Seeing a lot of Jay McCoy super because that moves. It's not necessarily you can interrupt the hits, but otherwise it's a safe source to chip. It's kind of scary to do that in the middle of it. Ooh. Good jumping medium kick, I think.
Round 3. Fight!
Weird because I know I've seen people interrupt the hits between McCoys. I assume that's kind of the guard cancel mechanic going on. You've got last 3 frames of block stuff. I know I've seen Kazuya DP out of the in between the hits. Yeah, thanks for the explanation. Oh shit, already, it's risk free. It's kind of bad for the move then. But I mean, I guess it works until people figure that out, right?
Round 1. Fight!
Yeah. MooMaster looking dominant right now. And then BBH lands a super and we're pretty much even. Whoa. Good anti-air. I don't know if that's close heavy punch or what. Not too familiar with McCoy's normals, honestly. Another good Thunderbolt to punish that Fireball. Yeah, and there's that interesting jump pressure that comes from double jump cancels. Yep, goes low. Forgot to update the scores, that's 1-1 right now. Yeah, this game has breakable walls and that kind of lengthens the stage. It's not as... it doesn't stun you or anything like Real Bout Special. It's kind of interesting. It makes you have to adjust your combos if they're against the wall. So it's kind of like the corner, but not exactly. Yeah, Thunderbolt can't hit as a cross-up. It's just covers a lot of ground really fast. There it is again, from round start. Oh, good air throw. As far as I know, you can tell where dive kick function, but you know what I mean, of Wulong always goes to the opposite side of the screen. So it's not really a cross-up or a mix-up like Vega or something. If you want to see that, you're going to have to look for Liza. Now they're just kind of feeling each other out. Oh, good catch with the super. Doesn't even need the crush damage, but there it is. Okay. So as Wulong can kind of mix it up, they're waking up into that much makes sense. And that flip is pretty strong. It's not an overhead, but it's pretty safe. Pretty sure you can combo off it on hit, right? And there's not much of a difference between hit and block of frames. Are you gonna see a character change? Yeah, this is always a setup with MooMaster, right? Always be down a few games in a... or down one game in a long set. Get smacked out of the air with that dive kick. There's some matchup-specific jank as far as MooMaster told me with regards to that spinning kick Liza does, where it hits Wulong twice in some setups. And it does a lot of stun. As I was talking about, Liza's got that sort of like claw wall dive, but she can feint it out and jump to the other wall.
Round 2. Fight.
It's not as good or dangerous as claws and Super Turbo, but it's still strong. Right now, BBH is definitely handling this Liza. Oh, weird trade. Oh, and that pickup just KOs outright. Never mind, this is 2-2 right now. Wait. Is that... what is the score on that right now? Must have lost track.
Was that 2-2 or 3-2? I thought it was 3-2.
I thought you guys were 2-2.
What was the score? I don't remember. I thought I lost 2 in a row. Didn't I? Didn't I lose 2 in a row? And then I lost to Liza?
No, I think you were... Because I'm trying to remember now because I was definitely reporting it as it was happening,
Okay.
but I know you were... it was 2-1 for you and then Big Liza.
Okay. Whoops. My bad.
I think you won. You won twice against. So 2 for you
Yeah,
against
so.
McCoy.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, people are backing me up on that, which is good. I'm just kind of taking things as they happen. Ooh. BBH off to a really good start. Yeah. Meta now, it was a genuine mistake, I promise. You could see normal thing. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. BBH is just trying to get a reversal and it's not coming out or what. Oh, see, hits twice and that's big stun.
Yeah,
So
so,
that-
what MooMaster was telling me is that matchup is kind of fucked up because that spinny kick like hits twice on Wulong. It doesn't hit twice on every character, but it hits twice on Wulong. And so that does a shitload of damage and stun. So that kind of feels like not such a great matchup for for Wulong.
Like I was saying, it's pretty much you have to anti her or just guard and like
Yeah,
you have to
pretty
deal
much.
with that.
Yeah. It's tough.
Okay. So we're gonna have Jwonggg's Ghostpilot, and this is still first to 2.
Yeah.
We're getting right into it. Kazuya versus Boggy. Yeah, this looks to be a fun matchup.
Oh, mixing it up with the cork dive kick, more of a dive headbutt. Oh, nice sweep to stop the fireball. Ooh, the instant dive kick. Oh, gets caught by the fireball.
Round 2. Fight.
Justin takes the first round. There we go. Boggy's got the perfect answer for dealing with the fireballs. But Justin fighting back. Got Boggy in the corner. This is another stage that doesn't have breakable walls. Oh, he gets tagged by the fireball. Oh, dive kick to answer dive kick.
Oh my god!
And couldn't get over the the fierce fireball with its slightly bigger hitbox. Ghostpilot going with Gonzalez.
Fight.
Always a fan favorite. He's just trying to get in, land that command throw. Counting on Justin not knowing the best way to punish the roll, but even if you make Gonzalez have to block, you can still push him out with low roundhouse into fireball.
Yeah.
And of course, Gonzalez does have more health.
So you're kind of banking on rolling clean through a fireball. When you're at that distance, it doesn't really work.
Yeah. Ooh, rolls through, but still one block kick will do it. Justin's just gonna stay away.
Oh, those are some tight rolls.
Yeah. Match point, Justin.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, Ghostpilot's definitely trying his best.
I see Justin's trying out that far-standing heavy punch anti-air. He was asking for advice earlier on what were the best anti-airs to use with Kazuya when DP wasn't cutting it.
Yeah, we're making him too powerful already.
Just give him time.
Gotta get hit by things and figure them out the hard way.
Like he's already doing block strings like close standing medium kick and then sweep into fireball. Ghostpilot gets tagged by the fireball. Justin will move on to the losers finals.
Yeah, 2-0. Jeez. Hey, good stuff, Justin. Guess you're gonna have to play Justin for losers finals.
Yep.
See if Justin can make it into grands. Not a huge surprise. Everyone knows who Justin Jwongggg is, knows how experienced he is in fighting.
Fight.
It still would be kind of funny for him to come in and win the tournament day one. BBH sticking with Wulong as he has all turn. Good super under that fireball. All the tools in this game and all the mechanics like the dive kicks, the double jump cans. Makes for a lot of everything has a counter. Yeah. Ooh, double KO, huh?
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, we're in for a long set. I can guarantee that right now. BBH has super online, he's gonna use it. Some crucial knock. Let's see if he can make up that life deficit. Almost 30 seconds. Yeah. Sword protection makes it kind of hard to open someone up. But you've still got tools, you've got your dive kick, you've got good mobility in general, and you've got the double jump cancel. Always ways to set up ambiguous cross up. you know, retreat and then come back in. Alright. Good sweep. Got sweep it. Just such a ridiculously long normal. Not sure what he pressed there. I think maybe Wong pressed crouching heavy punch or something and got hit. You know, before the startup. That's one for Jwongggg.
Round 1. Fight.
BBH picking Ligua. He's got some good anti-fireball tools. She's got the tornado, which just nullifies it. She's a sweep that can low profile. She sometimes punish a startup with her DP because it will catch the outstretched limb. Oh, good punish. The move's just the ultimate with Punisher, 3-frame startup, good range.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, I guess if there's an answer to Cassia, it's probably her. Truth be told, there's a lot of, I guess, discourse going on about maybe Liko is the best character, not Gecko. One thing's for sure, she's more well-researched, I think. She's got a lot of tech that Zara's been figuring out. All that stuff's being shared in the Discord. Yo. Thank you, MooMaster, for gifting a sub. Because it went to a running wild. Nice. I don't know what it'll take for Twitch to grant me more emotes. I only got one right now. Okay. We're seeing J1 know how to space, know when to throw out fireballs. Right. 2-0 for J1. Let me actually pay attention here. We're seeing BBH go back to Wulong. We'll see, maybe he's I think Zar's right as far as her being able to punish fireballs really well. Or just like prevent him from using them in general. But yeah, this character is more fresh in BBH as well.
Round 2. Fight.
I should block the dive. A lot of sweeps being exchanged. Good crouching heavy punch. Okay. Wulong avoids getting juggled by that second fireball. Ooh. Did not expect that super to catch. Nice. And the crush damage too. Ooh, now Jwonggg's using his super. Alright. What's it gonna... Oh man. Wish the DP and gets tagged by the fireball. It says 3-0 for Justin Wong.
Dang, he's leveling up across the course of the tournament.
God, yeah, that was nasty.
Oh man, the spacing, it's Justin Wong. He's good. GG's. So he will move on to grand finals in his first tournament. But is he ready for MooMaster?
Yeah.
Dang, I got 3-0'd. Rough. That's rough. Oh well, what can you do?
Yeah, let me just make sure I report this.
Yeah, I hadn't played Li Hua in a while. I felt like I was not feeling in my element there. Yeah, I kept forgetting to do sweep under Fireball.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh well, anyway, Grand Finals. Justin Wong, MooMaster. MooMaster is in winner's side. Punishes the Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, they're getting right in there.
Shut upper end of the Fireball.
Alright,
Ooh, the cross-up Thunderbolt.
I missed too much.
God knows I got hit by that a bunch. Alright, Sniper. Whoa. Some interesting rollback. Some McCoy super time. Also, yeah, we were commenting earlier that, like, you know, Justin was asking how to do, like, the super inputs. Well, apparently he knows how to do Kazuya super now. He did throw it out once. Oh, you're on the bracket on the screen.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright. Come on, pick up. There we go. When I end up uploading this, I'll grab the Pike K replay. Hopefully it works.
Oh, wake up grab.
I've only recently started actually putting the bracket up on stream, so
Oh, yeah. Super animation didn't come out. No, he went for it again, but got tagged by Fireball.
yeah.
Anyway, MooMaster thinking it over. Marco.
Round 1. Fight.
Justin did play against Conspiratorial's Marco in his first round match, but didn't see any of the rocket punches or anything like that.
So this is kind of new.
Yeah, he definitely has not been on the receiving end of knockdown shenanigans with Marco, but we'll see if MooMaster can get those started.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the double air roundhouse.
Oh.
Oh, did not get tagged by the Fireball. Oh, there it is. It's the mix-up. Goes low.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump jab. Another character with a godlike jumping jab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the skeleton. It's the rocket punch.
I like how that overhead punch because he just breaks the floor. The whole gimmick of the zones beyond the walls and Kaiser Knuckle. They kind of removed it, but they kept the whole breaking the stage stuff, which is nice. MooMaster trying to feel.
The elemental damage on fireballs was kind of silly. Oh, here comes the blender. Oh, he already knows how to block that.
Managed to jump the super.
Who plays Marvel? Oh, Kazuya's got the life lead. Oh,
Oh no.
He's out.
Yeah, and that grab doesn't reach full screen.
Justin up 2-0. Is it
Yep.
the time yet? He still has another set if MooMaster loses this. Boggy.
Yep. That.
Never know who he's going to pick.
Trying to think, I guess. I think Jwongggg did play Ghostpilot, so he has some boggy experience.
Yeah. He does have some matchup experience at least.
But yeah. This is exactly what we were talking about with MooMaster's character.
Wow, he's already doing the links. Stand, medium kick, crouch, medium punch, crouching, heavy kick.
Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
Good shit, Justin. And you give Justin a character with a really good bufferable sweep like that, he's gonna make the most of it. I remember him doing that a lot with Walrang and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. He used that crouching roundhouse so much. That's what it's reminding me of right now. Oh, DP, nice. Oh, stuck, super.
Yeah, that's really good.
Wow.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, Moose still got it.
Augie gets a lot of damage off his DP. Oh.
I don't know much about Boghead. In the corner like that, he could have gotten more, but it still worked out.
Yeah. MooMaster trying to find his way in.
Oh, you got Echo.
Okay, Echo, that was good. Oh, the air-to-air jump roundhouse.
So that's a reset right
Yeah,
here.
3 straight for Justin, so Grand Finals reset. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Round 1. Fight.
Yep. Oh, it hits twice on Kazuya, too. The roundhouse spinny kick.
It's
Did not get
interesting.
the stun off that combo, though. Ooh! That crouch fear's reaching behind him a bit.
Round 2. Fight.
Throw the bird, throw the monkey. Oh, wake up, Oh, actually stuffed the spin. That is a hard move to beat. MooMaster is going for that empty jump spin kick there, but got caught by the grab. He gets a lot of mileage out of that. I've been on the receiving end of it. I know what he's doing.
1. Fight.
But yeah, Liza is definitely MooMaster's scariest character. Not many people play her, and she's good.
That was a very close cross-up.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There it is. There's the double hit spin. So much damage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, fireball whiffs. Yep, there it is. You can't
Oh.
challenge on wake. And there's the stun. Gets it again.
Almost
So much
kills.
damage. MooMaster is on the board.
Yeah, the monkey's so fast too. Makes it kind of hard to throw fireballs. The only downside for that is it's a charge move. Liza's kind of a charge character.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, the cross-up, what's that move called? I have no idea.
It's a good question. Can probably pull up the guide. Ooh.
Stunned. Drops the link, but gets a reset off it.
Let me see how much stun those fireballs do, because that was something else.
Round.
Liza kind of has lower stun though, right?
Ooh, they do 160 stun. That's pretty high.
Yeah. Ooh. Roundhouse anti-air. Good block on the wall dive. Get some mileage out of that towards roundhouse. Grab. There it is again, towards roundhouse.
That is such a good anti-air.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of risky, a lot of recovery. When it works, it works. So we're at 2-1 for Jwongggg.
Tournament game. Match and tournament. MooMaster sticking it out with Liza. I respect that. Ooh. Stuff the fireball. Interesting trade there, probably in Liza's favor.
I guess at this point he considers Liza his best character.
I think it is.
Yeah. I think his McCoy's really good too. Obviously he's sticking it out with Liza.
There's the double hit. Oh, misses the double jump though. I don't know if that would have stunned.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a purpose to that, like going for the reset and doing a wall dive or something.
I think it looked like an accident, but
yeah. I'm just thinking because like combos in this game are weird. There feels like there's some sort of combo scaling.
There's the grab, crossover, spin kick. Going for it again, but gets grabbed. Nope. It's not invulnerable low, so it's not a. Zuya Sweep is kind of a good answer for it. I'll just crush damage off it. Eat all you can get now. Oh, gets tagged. Uh-oh. One block kick away. Oh, and that's it. First time entering Dan Kuga Battlegrounds, and Justin Wong takes it.
Yeah, congrats to Jwongggg.
That is what old school fundamentals get you pretty far in this game. It turns out.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh Lord, thank you for entering and streaming, getting some more eyes on the game.
What was the score for the first set? 3-1?
3-1, yeah.
Right, let me end the tournament officially, and there you have it. Our top 3: Jwongggg, MooMaster, and LordBBH. Thanks again, everyone. If you're interested, Zard's hanging out in the lobby if you want to play him or a bunch of other people. That's about it. Thanks again. Join the Discord.
Yeah, if this is your first time seeing the game through this stream or Justin Wong's stream, definitely check this game out. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty easy to pick up. We got a Discord. We're working on a wiki for it to get all the info out there. But yeah, it's a super fun game. You can play it on FightK too.
That's gonna be it for us.